So, you want to learn to write programs and create games? We'll start at the very beginning. For Java, you'll need to create Java projects, packages, and classes. I'll demonstrate how to easily create all three with very little typing. Hi, I'm Annette Gotland. I'm the author of the Do-It-Yourself Java Games books. I teach Java programming through creating games. Welcome to the video version of my books. We're currently in the Text Games video series, TG, the first of 4 types of games. The focus of this series is to cover the fundamentals of Java programming. No previous programming experience is required. You learn how, when, and why Java programs are written the way they are. This series has 16 projects. We're currently working on the first project, TG1, Hello World. In this project, you'll learn the basic structure used in all Java programs and how to use Eclipse as you experiment with printing different messages to a window. This project has 4 lessons. This is the first lesson, lesson TG1.1. You'll learn about the basic components of Java programs, projects, packages, and classes. And you'll learn how to use instant help to easily enter long lines of code with minimal typing. If you have not done so already, please install a JDK and Eclipse and download the data files that will be used in these games. Instructions for downloading and installing these apps and files are provided in the setup video. Tradition says everyone's first program should simply print Hello World. We'll follow that tradition to verify that you have everything installed correctly. In this lesson, we'll create 1 project, 1 package, and 1 class for your first program. Let's create your first project. When you start Eclipse, it's going to ask you to select a directory as a workspace. I'll let that default to the Eclipse workspace folder. Click Launch. So now we're ready to create a project. So click File, New, Java Project. Our first project is going to be named Hello World. I typed it in as 2 words with a space between each. I'm going to use the default location. I want to use the default JRE. I want to have it create separate folders for sources and class files. Don't need to add a working set. And turn off the module options and click Finish. We now have 1 project in our Package Explorer. Programs are first organized by Java projects, then by packages within the Java projects. Packages hold program files that are usually used together. Because our game programs are small, most of the Java projects you create will have only 1 package. Let's create a package for your Hello World program in the Hello World project. Next, let's create a package inside the Hello World projects. So right-click on Hello World, click New, Package. So this one's going to be called Annette.Gotland Hello World. I recommend that you use your name or your business name and then the name of the project, but it must all be typed in lowercase with no spaces and periods between different categories. Don't need to create a package info file. Click Finish. Java programs are made from 1 or more classes. Classes contain the actual program code, the instructions that, when run in sequence, perform a desired task. So let's create our first class. So right-click on the package, say New, Class. We're going to name the class Hello World. Now this must be all 1 word and start with a capital letter, so no space. It needs to be public, no modifiers, no superclass. We want it to do public static void main, have it include constructors, don't need inherited abstract methods, don't need to generate comments.
finish. And here's our first class.
This is what the generated code looked like. The first line of code indicates that the code is in the anet.gotland.helloworld package. Blocks of code are surrounded with curly brackets. The block of code that starts with public class hello world is the class definition. Inside that block of code are two more blocks of code. The block of code that starts as public static void main is called the main method. The block of code that starts as public hello world is called the constructor. This has the same name as the class. Lines that begin with // are comments. Each line of code ends with a semicolon or a block of code. I'll show you how to replace those comments with code that looks like this. The main method should call the constructor to create a hello world object. The constructor should call systemoutPrintLine to print hello world. But you don't have to type all that. I'll press Control Space to use instant help so those lines of code can be created with minimal typing.
First, we'll get rid of the comment in the main method. Type in new space, capital H, control space, and it suggested putting in hello world. So select that, put a semicolon at the end of that statement. In the constructor, we'll get rid of the comment. Type in sys, S with a capital S, YS, hit control space, I want system. Type a period. It's suggesting I might want to put out. Put another period. A lot of options here. I want the print line one. PRINTLN. Select that one. So it's got the print line statement, but I can tell it what I want it to print. So type in a quotation mark. Actually, I'll put in both of them, the beginning and ending one. So now I can just type in hello world. So that should be everything that we need for this program. So let's just save it and run it. We can tell by the little asterisk here that it has not been saved yet. So Control S will save it. And this little play button up here is actually the run button. So I'll click that. And it printed hello world. It was a success.
You may use Control Space, Instant Help, anytime you would like help typing long code, or if you just want some suggestions of what options are available. You've now created and run your first program. Where did all the files go that were created in Eclipse? You'll find them all in the Eclipse Workspace folder.
You'll see in your Eclipse Workspace folder, there's a new folder called Hello World. That's the Java project. Inside that project, we've got a bin and source directory for holding the source code and the generated class files. And inside each of those folders is a series of folders to match your package name. So my package is Anet, Gotland, Hello World. And inside there is my Java file. If I drill down through the bin directories, it'll come to a file named helloworld.class. That's the runnable Java code.
So now you know where to find the program files if you want to back them up or do anything else with those files outside of Eclipse. That was a lot of new material covered in such short demos. I'll summarize what I thought were the most important points made earlier and a few additional details I want you to be aware of. Key points and more. Right-click in the Package Explorer pane to create Java projects. Give the project a name unique to your Eclipse Workspace folder. Use the default workspace location. Use the default JRE and workspace compiler preferences. Create separate folders for source and class files. Do not add the project to working sets. Do not create a module info Java file. Create a different Java project for each program. Eclipse will create a folder on your computer named the same as your Java project. Give your Java project a name you'd want for the folder in your computer. This will create a folder by the same name in your Eclipse workspace folder. I like to capitalize the first letter of each word and put a space between each word for my folder names. After you create your first Java project, Eclipse will default to those same options for your next Java project, so you won't have to remember what options you used before. I told you not to select the option to create moduleinfo.java file. Starting with JRE9, Java packages may be broken up into separate Java modules to be mixed and matched to build larger, more complex programs. Because the programs in these videos are small and not very complex, we'll not use these modules in these lessons. If you want to learn more about Java modules and how to use them, I recommend my book, Create Market-Ready Java Programs, available on Amazon. The link is provided in the description. Organize your program files into packages in the Java projects. Create Java packages by right-clicking on the Java project in the Package Explorer. Use the default source folder. Give the package a name unique to you and use the package name rules listed below. Do not create package info Java. Put program files that are usually used together into one package. Because these game programs will be small, most of the programs in these videos will have only one package. Package name rules. Make your package name different from anyone else's package names. Java programmers traditionally use their name or business name or their domain name as the first part of their package name. Use all lowercase letters with no spaces. Use periods between different categories in the package name. For example, if the package name identifies who created the package and what the package will be used for, put a period between the creator and its purpose. Why do we have to create both Java projects and Java packages? Projects keep all code and resources together. Packages keep related program code together. Java programs are made up of one or more classes grouped by packages, which are contained in projects. However, most of the programs in this text game series will be made of only one class. To create a class, right-click on the package in the Package Explorer pane. Give the class a name unique to the package. Use the name requirements listed below. Do not add a superclass or interface unless I tell you otherwise. Add stubs for the main method and constructors. Class names can contain numbers, letters, $signs, and underscores. $signs and underscores are usually not used. Blanks and periods are not allowed in class names. Class names cannot start with a number. Class names typically start with an uppercase letter. If the class name includes more than one word, the first letter of each word is usually uppercase, and the rest of the letters are lowercase. This is commonly called camel case. Eclipse will create a properly formatted class. Blocks of code are enclosed in curly brackets. Each line of code ends with a semicolon. Each statement within the curly brackets is run one at a time in the order it appears in the code. Blank lines between lines of code have no effect on how the code is run. Blank lines are added to make the code easier for you to read. System out print line statements print the text in the parentheses to the console. Each system out print line statement prints on a new line. Comments are only there as notes for the programmer. Comments are ignored when the program is run. Comments are lines that begin with // or a group of lines that begin with /* and end with */. Please remove the automatically generated comments Eclipse creates when you create a class for my games. You'll add your own comments in later lessons. The main method must be written as public static void main string args. Later lessons will explain what all those words mean. Classes can have one or more constructors. The class constructor is named the same as the class and must be declared as public. Constructors will be explained more in later lessons. A constructor is called from elsewhere in the program by using new followed by the name of the constructor and parentheses. For example, new hello world in the main method calls the hello world constructor. Every program requires a main method in one of its classes. Every Java program runs the main method first. The main method calls the class constructor in all my games. Therefore, the main method will run first, followed by the class constructor in all my games. If you want help typing in a line of code or to see what options are available, start typing the code, then press Ctrl space for instant help. Press Ctrl S to save your program. Click the Run button to run your program. The Run button looks like a typical play button. Unless you have syntax errors or are told not to, save and run your program after you make the changes from each code listing. This is the end of the first lesson in the Hello World project. Your program should have successfully displayed Hello World to verify that you have everything set up correctly. In lesson TG1.1, we'll use a superclass so Hello World prints to a new window instead of to the console. You'll also get an opportunity to experiment a little more with lines of printed output and see how to use Eclipse's quick fix to correct some code errors for you.